Hey everybody, it's Chris. A few new discs in the hand this week to give a try. We've got the Latitude 64 Caltrop, Anchor, and Gladiator. And I'll be reviewing all of those in the coming days. And then we also have the Dynamic Disc Sheriff. This one's been out a little bit longer to the public, but we just got our hands on them as team members. So, what you're going to see today is a terrible review because of weather conditions of the Caltrop. I will do all the discs independently, and I'm actually going to redo the Caltrop under better conditions, but I wanted to get something out there with just some basic ideas on the disc. So I have 2 throws on camera, and that's because it was about 6 degrees with 15-mile-an-hour winds, and my iPhone couldn't handle the cold and shut itself down. I couldn't get it to restart until I was in the car, had it plugged in, and had 2 hand warmers on it to warm it back up. So what you're going to see, 2 throws against the Soft Judge. I know the Soft Judge is not the same type of disc as this, but it's my normal approach disc, so I wanted to see the difference in flight so I could compare how this flew versus it, or compared to it. And then off camera, I threw it a few more times. So on camera, what you're going to see is a 15-mile-an-hour tailwind, and what you're going to see is the disc likes to stay on its edge and just calm down. If I threw it wide, it looped over. If I threw it flat, it just sat. Versus the Judge, that was pretty standard. I was putting them within 15 feet of each other most of the time because that's the disc I throw. So with a tailwind, it's very predictable. I know where I'm going to put it. Where I really thought the Caltrop shone was into a headwind. It is significantly more overstable. It's not HARP, I don't think. I'm looking forward to trying it indoors to see. But in that headwind, that 15-mile headwind, when I threw the Judge, even though I threw it with some hyzer, it did flip up and turn out to the right and stayed off the side of the target. Whereas with the Caltrop, I threw it and it maybe got up to flat, but it just looped up and again sat down about where I was trying to put it. And for me, as an approach disc, that's what I want. I want that very simple flight. I want it to loop out and I want it to sit. So I was very impressed with that headwind in the snow with all the gear on, knowing that this disc could hit that flight. So you won't see that, you'll just see the 2 flights, but I'll put some commentary in on the throws as well so you can get my thoughts on it. So if you're looking for a slightly overstable putter, this thing is probably going to fight the wind just beautifully with putts, and approaches, it just likes to sit. This might be the disc for you. As you can see, we have a nice little base layer of powdery snow down. We got about 5 inches last night on top of the few we had before that. Super light, and just kick it aside and make a quick tee pad. So on this first set of throws, I wanted to give it not too much power, maybe 60 to 70%, with just a calm run up. So you're going to see me throw the Caltrop first, just out on a nice little hyzer, trying to bring it back to the middle, and then the Judge afterwards. As you can see, just goes out to the right, comes down to the middle. From the throws today, it didn't seem like it had a ton of glide, which again is probably a great thing for an approach putter. You don't want it to go past the basket. It just does its thing and comes back down to the ground. Here comes the Bite. Best dog disc I've ever owned. Dogs love it. They also love playing in the snow. So on the second set of throws, I powered up 70, maybe 75%. These discs are going to go good 30, 40 feet farther. The flight is going to look very similar, as you can see here. Out to the right, and then just right back to the middle. Very predictable. Again, it doesn't feel like it has a ton of glide, but I really do think that's going to be a good thing for a lot of people that are looking for an approach disc like this. So, although you're not going to see it, I just want to reiterate, where it really shone was not on these throws, but when I was throwing them back into that headwind. The flight was almost identical still, maybe a little more stand-up, but it was a great flight. And a little bit of bonus footage. This is the only throw I got on camera of the Anchor before the iPhone decided to give it up to the cold weather. I put it up against the Emerald's Truth because I was thinking the Anchor would be a do-everything, shape-your-shot type mid. After the throws today, I'm thinking it might be a little more overstable. It might actually be closer to a verdict, but again, I don't know because of the weather conditions. I am looking forward to testing it against both the Truth and the Verdict and later film and get on camera for you guys. Alright, everybody have a great day.